This is a press conference after the nomination exercise closed with the last one on Saturday. The NRM Electoral Commission has just concluded the nomination of candidates vying for the Central Executive Committee and other party structure positions at national level. A total of 291 candidates were successfully nominated for the Central Executive Committee and the leagues of national leagues of different sectors. Number 2, joint campaigns. Joint campaigns are currently ongoing for members of parliament and LOC5 chairpersons. We have experienced some difficulties in some areas. The first one is Isingiro South. Isingiro South, there was a bit of altercation and spilling of blood. We have since suspended campaigns in Isingiro South until normalcy returns. We have also suspended campaigns in Bwamba County constituency, where the Honorable Member of Parliament was roughly treated, abused, insults hurled at him. His pressure level went high and is now admitted in Aga Khan Hospital in Nairobi. Since he was a nominated candidate, it's only fair that the campaign stop, and no amount of pressure will make us start until we are sure of when we must start there. We have also called for a meeting with the Isingiro leaders on Wednesday, Isingiro South, involving Isingiro South candidates for member of parliament, not LOC5. LOC5 can come if they wish, but members of parliament candidates, and the RDC, the head of security. Then the registrar. If the registrar cannot come, he sends a representative because he will be here handling other areas. We've also had issues in Kalaki. We are also calling for a meeting with the candidates for MP of Kalaki on Wednesday, the 9th July. Wednesday, 9th July, Isingiro candidates must be here and Kalaki. The meetings will take place concurrently at 10 a.m. We are also warning politicians who are trying to bring problems in Mbale that when we get full details, we shall stop campaigns. We are still gathering evidence and more information. So all of you who are campaigning as joint, know what the candidates must tell the people. Don't talk about your friend, because that's not your mission in parliament. We sent guidelines to be followed. Those guidelines may make some of them be disqualified. The Electoral Commission of the party has gone through successful story up to Saturday. We don't want tainting our processes by candidates. Individual campaigns are strictly prohibited unless sanctioned by the NRM Electoral Commission. There is a campaign in Moyo. I hope you get Moyo. People, UBC and all the TVs reach Moyo. In Moyo, one candidate has disappeared. He campaigns alone. Or when he appears, he doesn't answer questions. When a question is asked, he just runs away. And the other candidates feel it is not right. Ajumani, we've given Honorable Moses Ali the leverage to campaign alone. Please, on medical ground. We've also given some ministers who are in, out because of PDM. Campaign alone. Tororo, where I come from, the new districts have not yet come into force. Because some candidates are campaigning again along the new districts. We want to be chairman LOC5. They are saying we cannot go to the whole Tororo. We are for a particular Mukuju district, for example, Mulanda district. Those districts are still a process to come. But when they come, you will definitely relocate into your areas. Review of registrars. The Commission will commence the review of registrars starting today at 3 p.m. We are going to review registrars throughout the country, starting today at 2 p.m. So all complaints about registrars, all details given to us by sources of information we use, will be used to review registrars. Where we find the registrar will be replaced, we already have a back staff. We already have staff who will replace them. What I want to warn, no politician contesting should try to give us a candidate for that position. The Commission has its own way of filling those positions. Honorable March will say it, but Tororo meeting is likely for the two issues of how the districts are not yet on and also how complaints will be handled. Page 2, roadmap. We still have campaigns. Before roadmaps, let me talk about the voter register. Voter registers. We are working on the registers for this election. Can I confirm that in this election we shall use registers? Those registers will be audited thoroughly and then sent to the villages, sent to the districts and the villages. That process is ongoing. What we shall not do are the following. There will be no display of the voter register. No display. No display of the voter register. Number 2, we shall not add new names in the register. We shall not add new names in the register because the register was closed. There are those political schemers who are currently in the countryside claiming to be adding names of voters to be included in the register. We've had wind of this in Rubanda. We've had wind of this in eastern Uganda, in Bukedi. We've had two parts in northern Uganda. Please, we warn, no new names will be added in the voters register. To do that is to manipulate the register. So we shall not allow that. Lastly, the NRM Electoral Commission would like to remind the country, and especially NRM stakeholders, that campaigns for members of parliament will continue up to 14th July. Campaigns, unless instructed by the Commission, will end on 14th July. Number 2, polling for members of parliament will be on 17th July 2025, not 16th July as earlier deliberated on. Why? Because the National Electoral Commission has a special interest group committee election on 16th. And since NRM is winning these special interest group elections, we don't want to jeopardize them. We want to win on 16th, then we have our primaries on 17th, on 18th again the youth election comes, we again win. So that we bury the opposition called National Unity Platform, plus the sisters and relative brothers of bad faith in one grave. Campaigns for LOC5 chairpersons will go on with the councillors at district, will go on up to 22nd July. That is LOC 5 chairpersons, councillors at district, at city level, at municipal, and city division. Even mayors of city divisions, campaigns will go up to 22nd July. Polling for LOC 5 chairperson remains, and councillors at district level, city level, municipal, city division mayors will be 24th July. Primaries for special interest group committees at sub-county level, 8th July 2025. Primaries for election of delegates to non-unionized workers conference at sub-county level, 10th July. Expression of interest for LOC 3, 28th July to 4th August. Polling day for LOC 3s, 18th August. National conference, the big one, the Nambole conference, as you call it, 22nd to 25th August 2025. Our delegates conference has 24,000 people. It's not the other one of yours, the other side. You remember? Nubian Lee, Sijui, what? No. The commission, therefore, calls upon all stakeholders to follow the electoral roadmap and keep NRM in the media. We have dominated the media. We don't want to release that space to anybody. I thank you, members of the press, members of the commission. Aboluganda, Mugambachi, 1. A lady, 2. That's the monitor. And write what I tell you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only. Yes.
Thank you so much.
From Soft Media. Salt Media.
1. You're saying you're suspending other campaigns and say they're not deciding at all. We understand there's a court case with expired political agreements, challenging the health of the candidates that they would have been standing for this position.
Health of which candidate?
But
our lawyers are handling it. The Electoral Commission, and in particular me, have also been sued, but the lawyers are handling it. Question 2.
second, the issue in Zimbabwe, it raises
Zimbabwe is getting peaceful. We met, we said give your program here. We are following their program with the RDC and with our DEO. Anyone who deviates will be called to order. Zimbabwe is not above Uganda. It will be handled. Number 2, the lady.
Thank you very much. Just have 3 questions. One, how many petitions did you
Damali.
Yes, Damali.
Yes, I know you.
How many petitions did you receive from the just completed exercise?
47.
And what is that?
47.
Do you think it was a good idea to conduct your election, campaign? Because people find it interesting to beat each other. Different reports that are easier.
When 2 people bite a dog, it makes news. And it becomes headline. 3 people, 3 constituencies or 4 have fought. And yet we have how many constituencies? 529. We are handling those areas. Why is it joint campaigns good? We want the family of NRM to talk together, to move together, to show the public that we are together. Villagers live together, bury every day. They don't have problems. Politicians go and divide them into camps. So the campaign is to try to bring back the family unit of the mass party. NRM is based on the Aristotle model of the family. If you read the Aristotelian philosophy of the family, the village, the family should be a product of good manners. All of you here are products of families. If your families did not tutor you, you don't expect a university lecturer for 45 minutes to make you good mannered. If you're really bad, you're bad.
My name is Registrar. I work with the business
Telefiner, yes.
my question is how much money have you collected from the nomination?
We collected a lot of money. We collected this money in Centenary Bank. We gave the account number. The only unfortunate thing I can't answer you with precision is that the details of accounts are held by the National Treasurer. I'm a signatory on that account, but I don't hold the day-to-day printouts from the bank. But if you calculate the total number of people, times, you can get the rough estimate. Next.
So, how are you going to account for that money? as a party?
The party has a procedure. The party has structure. The party has offices. The office of Electoral Commission deals with election. The office of National Treasurer deals with finance and accountability. So the question is good, but to the wrong office. Next.
My name is Kenneth Mwanja for Tayari West. Tayari West.
Tayari. Yes, this man of Tayari TV, yes.
My name is simply something like Harry. We've seen later today and if you lay that combination, we've seen later as a break.
Thank you.
Of you.
Thank you.
Of you disqualifying some candidates.
I have not disqualified Bosmic or team. That is forgery. I have not disqualified Bosmic or team. My personal assistant has answered that question to the press in Acholi and the North that is not doctor's signature. I have not authored the letter. When you have an issue with a candidate, you question his qualification. There's a window. You pay 100,000 to the accountant and access the documents through the legal department. That's how we've been doing, and no one has come for Bosmic or Timmy's papers up to now. So I disown that letter with the contempt it deserves.
Yes, Doctor, my name is Judy, founder of Secondary Radio Network. Mine is also Julius Cherimo. This is the former LC5 chairperson for Buko District. I understand right now he has spent a year in Rusila prison on aggravated defilement charges, but he paid nomination and we are told he was never nominated. I need clarification on
the clarification. It was not by proxy. Expression of interest and picking of forms was by individuals, not proxy. You come walking on the 2 lanes. They serve you, you go back. If he's incarcerated in the prison and paid 2-3 million, he's thanking the party for being there. Can I refuse him? Others paid 20 million for presidential, but they only didn't even come with a nominator. Their forms did not even come with nominators, no seconders. What business do you have with that? Lastly, you must wait for that man. Yes, continue.
About Singapore, I point Singapore the entire old Singapore South.
It's Singapore South constituency.
We are only seeing the intervention of some soldiers in NRM because
yes, we have very ugly reports about the involvement of soldiers. UPDF in Ibanda. The complaint has been registered and we have written back, warning that soldiers should not be brought. If you have a bodyguard, leave the bodyguard. But these were soldiers from a neighboring barracks. I think it was wrong. The one from Moisinjiro has a lot of security connotation with the cattle belt and the stealing of cattle. But we still have restricted them up to where they can stop. Yes.
Reason primarily for many. We spoke about the voters register. I remember last time you said that you're going to issue.
Just a minute.
You're going to issue voter slips. Is the plan still on?
The voter slips is our internal mechanism. With or without it, we shall still manage it. But once we get finance, we know what we shall do. Yes.
And then about doing campaigns, you still say that you're going to give the candidates public address systems. But what happens right now is that if I'm a candidate and a candidate and I have my public address system, after speaking, I see the power is gone.
Yes.
So what is happening right now is that
yeah, it's unfortunate that our budget delayed. We hope to get the money today or tomorrow, and we shall definitely send it back to them. We are very unfortunate. We are very sorry for that. In some areas, candidates switch off others. We are very sorry for that, and we want them to have. If you want to be a member of parliament, really, can you behave like a member of parliament? What sort of MP are these people going to be? That you switch off your friend when it comes to. Thank you. Lastly.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Actually, my concern is still about this. You're concerned about the single house, but also the single, also like my colleague has said.
The hammer we shall put on a single south will warn a single north. Will warn Bukanga.
Would you also call the single house?
Can I discuss what I know? Can I answer your question to your satisfaction? And if you are not satisfied, you also have the freedom to go home. The hammer we shall lay on a single south will warn north that you try, it will be harder. Even Bukanga will fear Yes.
Doctor, my name is Williams, CBSFM.
CBS.
Yes. The issue of registrars. You talked when we are here with the president, you said there are 14 registrars that have been replaced.
There are 13 registrars to be retired,
You talked
not displaced.
There is the number you said of
But I'm the author of my document. 13 registrars have requested to retire. Some of them on account of health, others on account of age, others feel they have served. We are having a meeting this afternoon to review all registrars, and by tomorrow, hopefully, we shall declare a list of new registrars to handle this situation.